Okay, two videos today. I've been asked by a certain amount of people about the NBC kit, the gas mask, respirator, whatever you want to call it. Ours was called the S6. I'll come on to that in a minute. What I'm going to do now is quickly take you through the technology that we had in those days. And I mean technology, kit and equipment wise, and how Mickey Mouse it actually was. But we made it work. So the first video, this one, the NBC smock, I'll talk about in a minute, and then the respirator, and then the fitting of the smock and respirator, and that's what would have been seen when we stormed the embassy that day, May the 5th, 1980. Of course, today, April the 30th, 2020, is the 40th anniversary of the first day of the siege, back on the 30th of April, 1980. So to start with then, I'll show you the actual hood that we're going to talk about and how we got it to work. Basically, we have a pullover smock. I'll go through all of that in a second. This is how it came. Look closely. Okay, have a read. However, we're about to chop that up into pieces, and I'll show you a step by step. This one dated 1975, and of course the siege took place in 80, so this is a #1 Mark II NBC smock that we chop up. It's quite significant that you get the right one. There are lots of them around. This is an original, still in its packaging. However, we have to look at it and say, did it work? Well, the description of it, if you like, it's a pullover smock, as they called them, olive green and grey. That was the colour. And then the fabric actually features an integral hood with a drawstring. An integral hood with the drawstring there, which you pull up and down to tighten it or loosen it. Yeah, it worked. And of course it's got Velcro adjustment straps on either side of the waist. However, we didn't use any of that, just the hood. So how did we come to that? This was issued to the British soldiers way back in the 70s as a protection against NBC, nuclear, biological and chemical warfare. People know that the chemical agents, and it was a smock and trousers affair, but we never touched the trousers. So when you see the guys, especially the picture of me with my lads entering the embassy on May the 5th, 1980, you'll see us with the hoods on, with the respirators. But now I'm going to tell you what they really were. It's not rocket science, but I thought it'd be of interest before I actually go on to day one of the Iranian Embassy Siege, what happened on day one. We'll come on to that in a separate video. So, just to let you know, that's it. Lovely. Nice little package. And we'll chop it up in a second. So really, that's the first part of it. But with that, we have to understand that working in a gas environment, which we always did in training, of course, the respirator and the hood help to protect you from it. Not 100%, but that's the idea behind it, to protect you from the gas environment, the smoke in the air. And on May the 5th, 1980, that's what we used. So we'll come on to that in a second. So basically, we get this, and in front of your very eyes, just chop it up. This is the way I like it. I don't like wearing it, but actually I like chopping them up. And keep you interested to see how, in those days, we made things work. Now, I'm not going to take it all to pieces. but you can see how tight and cumbersome it is as a smock. Okay, so you pull it apart like this. It's only me here to do the video and as well as talk about it. And there's the hood we're talking about. So without chopping everything up off it, none of this is any interest to us at all. None of it. Except the hood. And normally about there, a couple of inches down, you just take it apart, pair of scissors, cut it off. Okay? Because the rest is now useless. We don't need it. But this stuff, you know, it's impregnated, it's charcoal impregnated, as you can expect. So it's not damaging to our health, but it did damage the terrorist health in the end. So, no health warning on it. You can see inside the originality of it. So, without further ado, I'll keep that there. The next thing is the respirators that we wore back then. I'll give you a brief description of what they are, what they did, and then I'll wear it, and some would say I look better with it on than I do with it off. Perfect. We've all got our own opinions. So this is the S6 respirator. Blue team and red team would have a red band round their filter, which I'll talk you through now. Remember I said small, medium and large, okay? Or small, normal and large. There's the N. So this is a normal size, there'll be a smaller size, and there'll be a bigger size. This is my size, obviously, it's mine. But the trouble with it, it's made of rubber, of course. You can blow up the rubber from the inside, you want to do that, blow it, and then these seals here, okay, they inflate. And then what that happens is, that inflates all the way around as much as you want, and it helps to form a seal against your face to stop the gases and stuff coming in, so you don't have to breathe it. Trust me, we've all breathed it in the past, and we're still here. Okay, so that's the back of it, and of course this is just the straps that go over your head, and then you self-adjust them, obviously with what you can see here. Just pull them down, adjust. That side, got a canister with screws on and off. That one gets done, you put another one on. Simple. When they've done, you throw them away. So it is a simple respirator, but it worked. And that's all I'm interested in. Does it work when we need to use it? Answer, yes. So it lasted for years in the army, the S6 respirator. Trouble is, when you did the assault, here, okay, yes, I can see the screen, I can see it, but actually it's very hard to speak through, especially if you have a microphone. That's why I bin mine, there's no point. Okay, so you look like that. The other thing, which is more important, tunnel vision. Tunnel vision, okay? I cannot see past there. Here, I can see almost 180 degrees. Tunnel vision. Your head is all over the place, okay? As you would expect. You're looking for something. You're looking for somebody, a terrorist in the dark, a hostage. Smoke, gas, shouting, screaming, and you're wearing one of these. However, to see anybody, you need to be able to see. And this worked. So apart from steaming up a little bit from inside, obviously, when it's steamed up, you've got to just pull it to one side quickly, and try and get it to unsteam. Otherwise, it's like walking into a shower with a mirror there that's steamed up. You overcome it, you adapt, you get on with the job, and it works. So that's it in a nutshell, really. You don't need to know an awful lot more about it. However, to put it on properly, you put this on first. Just brush the dandruff into it. Okay, it's loose. These bits here, I haven't got coveralls on, but they tuck into your coveralls, so you've just got the coveralls at the back with the collar sticking up, type seal all the way around. These, slightly different. Pull that in, adjust it, then pull up. I'm going forward so you can hear me. Pull it up, pull down, seal all the way around. God, Rusty, you haven't lost it, mate. This is what they should do on that Channel 4 programme. You know what? Make them work. Make them work. I expect a call from Channel 4. Make it work. Now, with these tucked in, underneath this would be a balaclava. Between your hair and this, that would help to form a seal. Now, I'm good to go. This is the real Who Dares Wins from a guy who was there and did it. So, any questions? We'll talk about it later. Controlled breathing in a hostile environment. Gas, smoke, shooting, stun grenades, screaming at the hostages. Then you have to get on with it and do the job. Simple? Not as simple as you think. Who dares wins.